الله الرحمن الرحيم نحمده ونصلي على رسوله الكريم أما بعد. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He has created this in this world, and we have to live this life in this world in a particular way. Now certain things, Allah has created our nature in a certain way, so we're able to do things naturally. So for example, if you look at it here, we have this natural capacity, inbuilt capacity, and all animals share this. Animals meaning all living beings apart from trees and human animals, right? Including human beings. We share this. What do we share? We all share this capacity, or this inside of us. Our nature is such that we want to do those things which brings us benefit. Automatically, this is what we do this. For example, eating, drinking, procreating. Yes. That's called quwwa. And so that natural instinct, we can call that quwwa shahawaniya, quwwa shahawiyya. Are you following? So a natural thing to do jalbul manfa, to get what benefits us. Yes. Animals share that same instinct as well. Then we have a natural instinct, naturally, for us to repel, remove anything that causes harm. Of an enemy. Even like, for example, like when we get sick, we vomit. Why do we vomit? Because in our stomach, something's going to our stomach which is not good for us. So we puke it out. Let's say, for example, when a woman gets a miscarriage, it's because there's something wrong with that child. So the body naturally gets rid of it. So even consciously and subconsciously, we are programmed to remove those things. Allah's not programming, Allah's programmed us so that we push away or we repel those things which cause us harm. Yes? So it's when attacking us, we defend. We can call that quwwa ghadabiyya, ghadab. And then, and animals share that same characteristic as well, no difference between us, lions, elephants. Then we have aqli, quwwa aqliyya. We have the mental capacity. Now in here, animals have intellect, but nowhere near where human beings come. Yes, and this is why you have beavers are very clever, bees are very clever. They're all very good able to survive. In documentaries, they show you how amazing ants. So all of these have aql, but it's not enough that Allah makes them mukallaf, responsible for their actions, and they get Jannah, Jahannam. They just carry out the actions Allah has created in them. They get what is benefits them. They repel naturally what harms them, and they have enough intellect to understand certain things, but not enough that they can receive wahi, or they can have risala, or become messengers, or they can carry out the commands of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and be responsible for these things. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has bestowed upon human beings the quwwa aqliyya, the intellectual capacity, and this is what makes him the Khalifa of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the earth. You understand? Now, these three capacities, for us to become, now what we have to do, we have these things inside of us. That's why we say that no one trait in a human being is actually bad. It's natural qualities. However, when we become spiritually ill, what happens? One of these three capacities has gone out of equilibrium. Are you following? So for example, if a person has no desire for anything whatsoever, he'll starve to death. He'll become like, this is not what he's like. He doesn't laugh, doesn't eat, doesn't drink. Well, he's probably got physical illness as well. But this is not what Islam wants. Yes, a person, he becomes so like dhaleel, so humiliated, and he lost so much self-worth that he sleeps on the floor outside. And like, for example, this dog comes and poos next to him. Doesn't care. There's urine there. He just says, that's not humility. You've lost your self-worth. So your capacity to do jalb al-manfa and daf al-madarra, to gain what is good for you and push away, it's out of equilibrium. You understand? So inside of anybody, there's no one quality which is really bad. It's just that's gone out of moderation. So for example, pride, if you have this quality of pride, it means that basically that Allah has put everybody, the equilibrium is basically self-respect. If it goes too much this way, it becomes what? Takabbur. And if it goes too much this way, it's loss of self-respect. And you have to keep it equilibrium. And sometimes it's good to have it here, but only for a good purpose. So for example, let's say for example, you're defending the truth. Now you don't have to be humble there. You just say, stand up, speak with concern. What I am saying is correct. And therefore I'm going to stand here and with like a bit of, it's quite funny. Similarly, if a person, he doesn't eat, then he say, well, you're alright. If he overeats, say now he's gone Out of control. So what we need to do is we need to use our intellect to understand the wahy that's given to us by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala via the messengers. And then use that to keep ourselves in control, so that we behave as not like animals, but as human beings. So when you say that like al-an'am, people like animals, it means like this. They have no control over themselves and simply fulfilling desires like how an animal fulfills desires. So when you say that a person is like an animal, it means this, that the distinguishing characteristic between a human being and an animal is that they are able to have morals which they gain from Allah and His Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam and the Anbiya. So for example, even other previous religions, they gain morality from those religions, and then they create a kind of a system which they function. Then okay, we can do this, we can't do this. We can do this, we can't do this. Do you understand? So the whole purpose of, we said that at-tahdhib of akhlaq, to rectifying your character, it basically means to bring these characteristics into moderation. That's why they say in Arabic that is two terms. One is imala, and one is izala. Amalu yumilu imalatan is to basically curb those desires. And azala yuzilu izalatan is to remove those desires. So izala is not possible because it's a natural instinct. Are you following? But you can do imala of them. So let's say, for example, you have a longing, like for example, to sing. Just do imala of that. Now do what? Read Quran. Do dhikr in a way that it's melodious. If you want to sing nasheeds, praise Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Yes? So whatever evil is a way to you can change that and divert that to good. Because all you have to do now, within obviously three base qualities, and then within that you have multiple like subsets. And all you have to do is do imala of that, to direct that quality, that intrinsic nature that you have towards good. Yes, so like for example, I give the example I gave you something recently as well. Somebody's, they love football. So they go to every single home game, every single away game, every single European game. So they have this affiliation with something so much. They say that's a really good quality. All you have to do now is just direct that to ilm, pursuit of knowledge, vision salaha, going for umrah, going for hajj. If you go for every single football game, how much am I spending in a year? But you can do the same amount because I like to go on, I love something and I give my everything for this. So I do that for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Increase your umrah, increase your hajj, go and visit the pious, sit in the gatherings, sit with the ulama. So that ability to move out and about for what you, so again, just diverting it to the right thing. So all of the qualities, so no person should ever feel like I'm an evil person. You're not an evil person, not any characteristic, you're not evil. Is that your qualities are gone out of equilibrium, moderation. Now you need to acquire knowledge and train yourself. So the same characteristics that you have, you can do what? You can use it in good. So no person is evil, it's a matter of that. They have this work on themselves. Do you understand? Subhanallah.